Hello and welcome back, YouTubers, to another episode of Pokemon Theories. I'm your host, Protomario, and this is the show where we discuss theories ranging from Red being a ghost to why the heck Jinx looks the way she does. Hello and welcome back, YouTubers. I'm Protomario, and today's Pokemon theory is over Pokemon aging in conjunction with leveling up. So, it's not so surprising that Pokemon level up when their skill increases. Think about it. Pokemon gets stronger, it levels up. That's how the game works. Now, we need to step back and establish a few rules for this. Firstly, we are only talking about the games. The show does not count and the manga does not either. So, keep it to the game strictly. In a previous theory, I asked, can Pokemon die? The question posed is, can Pokemon die? And the answer is yes. Now, that posed a second question, can your Pokemon die? And the answer was no. Your Pokemon can never die, but Pokemon themselves can die. No matter what, if you have a Wartortle, it can live 10,000 years, but it won't die. If you got a Ninetales, it can live 900 years, but it won't die. So, the question posed here is, when your Pokemon level up, does that mean they get older? In fact, I'm specifically targeting wild Pokemon. As you know, your Pokemon themselves could be very young or very old, and it doesn't matter because they never die. So age is not a factor. But in wild Pokemon, you can notice that some of them are much higher level. Why is that? Is it because they fight against each other and get stronger? But that wouldn't make too much sense, considering that the lower level Pokemon could easily just fight against each other and get stronger too and become higher level Pokemon. So, does that mean the higher level Pokemon are older? Or is it because they're older because they've been alive longer? For example, if breeding a Jinx would create a Smoochum, then how does the Smoochum evolve if it evolves with friendship into a Jinx? So, how are there wild Jinxes? Just think about it. Now, obviously, there's ways around this and stuff like that, but it's a good question to pose, You have some Pokemon that are in their 60s and 70s. Cerulean Cave is a good example. Why are those Pokemon so strong? What makes them so strong? Is it because they're old? Is it because they have the experience? Because they've aged so much? And when you encounter wild Pokemon that have evolved, but due to a stone, or some type of connection with friendship, or leveling up, who leveled them up? Who helped them to get stronger? Was it the Pokemon themselves? Did they level themselves up? But then, that presents another question and another theory. So sticking to the theory at hand, how is there a separation between a Caterpie that's level 2 or 3 and a Caterpie that's level 7 or 8 in the wild? How does it level up? Does that mean that Caterpie's older, or what happened? And does a high level Pokemon mean that it's extremely older or just slightly older? Because there is no way to really determine a Pokemon's age, there's no real way to determine if a leveling up will actually age that Pokemon. But one thing we do know for a fact, that we have these wonderful things called rare candies. Rare candies allow your Pokemon to level up instantly, bypassing the need for quote-unquote experience. Experience is what you earn from battling a Pokemon. When your Pokemon fights another Pokemon, for example, you have a Beedrill and you fight against an Onix. You beat that Onix, but it was really difficult. You learned from your experience and you leveled up. That's awesome. But if you feed that same Beedrill a rare candy, you'll level up without fighting that Onix. So the problem is that if you feed them rare candies, they don't get the effort values that they would get from fighting that Pokemon. Meaning that you can just level up your Pokemon literally within minutes to level 100 if you have enough rare candies. So that in fact would probably mean he does not age time-wise, though those rare candies could age him physically and mentally and spiritually, but not time-wise. You could have a 1-year-old Beedrill who's level 100 and its physical condition is much more aged due to the fact of the exposure of rare candies. Same with stat boosting items. You could have a level 10 Beedrill that's as strong as a level 20 Beedrill with your stat boosting items and things of that nature. So, age, it's hard to pin down in Pokemon. That's one thing that's for sure. Your Pokemon may never die, but Blue's Raticate is still in the grave for some reason. But that's just a theory, and this is also just a theory. So, the question, guys, and I need your opinions in the comment section below: do Pokemon get older when they level up? I'm Protomario, and I'm signing out. Thanks for watching, guys.